Welcome to Top Shows. I hope you are having an amazing day. Today I will show you a 2021 American movie based on true events, called A Girl in the Basement. The horrific story of Sara, a teenage girl who wanted to get away from her family and travel with the love of her life. However, her dad wanted her to stay at home. Watch this video and find out what happens when her father finds out. The movie begins with showing some insight on what we will see in a movie and a chaotic opening scene. Out main antagonist Dawn, rushing Marie to a hospital, and Sara helping them. Sara freaks out when sees that her daughter has stopped breathing. Before entering the hospital, Dawn warns Sara to stay quiet and not talk to anyone. The scene ends with a cliffhanger. We do not know if the child will survive. Next, the movie goes back years in time and transitions to a scene where we see a happy family eating at a table. Dawn and his wife Irene are raising two daughters, Amy and Sara. The parents are strict and does not let Sara do what she wants. However, Sara is rebellious against her parents and sneaks out to dance at a bonfire with her motorcycle-riding boyfriend. She knew that her parents would never let her but did it anyways. Her boyfriend's name is Christopher, and he also plays the guitar. They deeply fall in love and Christopher sings Sara a song and tells her that he loves her. It is sweet. When Sara comes home the next morning, Dawn, her father, is pissed. He screams at his daughter and says as long as she lives in his house, she will follow his rules. Sara dreams about her 18th birthday and makes plans with Amy and Irene to move out on her own. She hates living in this house and wants to go away as soon as possible. Dawn overhears the conversation and decides on doing something. He does not want to let his daughter away that easily. He decides to lock his daughter inside a basement so she can't leave him. While Irene is out shopping, Dawn asks Sara to help him move stuff in the basement. After she picks up all the stuff and moves it, then she's locked in a soundproof room. She is literally trapped in a bomb shelter and has no way out. Sara opens the containers that she moved and realizes it's her own clothing. We get a day counter to help us know for how long she had been locked inside. This is day one of many more to come. Sara is living like a caged animal. The keypad has 3 tries before shutting down the air circulation. Sara uses pots to piss in and takes every opportunity to scream for help and fight to be freed. Dawn tells her that she will earn her privileges and is being punished for her behavior. Then he sexually assaults his own daughter and beats her. This is even scarier when we know that this movie is based on true events. Irene, after coming home and realizing that her daughter is missing, thinks her daughter has run away. She calls the police to start a search. Dawn and Irene talk with the police, who think Sara is a runaway, and there isn't much they can do because she is 18. Day 7, Sara is bruised and battered. Every day she thinks of her love Christopher to get herself through the trauma she is experiencing. Ironically, Christopher shows up to question Dawn about where Sara is. Dawn lies and says she ran off with another man. Christopher is heartbroken to this lie, sadly turns away and rides back home. Christopher was lied to that Sara has ran away to Florida with another man he never knew about. He decides on giving up of searching for her. Dawn then he goes downstairs, forces Sara to put on a red dress, gives her a birthday cake, and sexually assaults her again. This is tough to watch. The next time he comes down, Sara is ready and wants to break free. She attacks Dawn with a makeshift weapon. However, fails miserably and is beaten again. Day 356, Sara is pregnant with her father's child. She is using a nursing book to prepare for the baby. She delivers her baby in horrible conditions with no medical assistance or proper medical hygiene. She somehow manages to do it and almost dies in them. After birth, she names this baby Marie and her life becomes much happier after this. She has someone to talk to. 7 years later, Sara is now raising 2 children. However, if that was not enough, she is pregnant with another one and the space is getting tight for all of them. They are all locked in the basement together and only have one another. Christopher still is mildly looking for Sara and meets up with Sara's sister Amy. He shared all of the information he heard from Dawn. Amy confirms Christopher that it was all a lie and Sara would never have another boyfriend. Amy admits that her father has been abusive with her mother and thinks that Dawn did something to her sister. Then she confronts Dawn and accuses him of doing something. Irene wants to go to a private investigator, which sets Dawn off. They argue, and Dawn drops his basement keys. Amy picks them up and snoops around the basement, only to be caught by an aggressive Dawn. Sara has her 3rd baby and convinces Dawn that there is not enough space in the basement. She convinces her father to leave a baby on the doorstep with a note from her asking to take care of her newborn baby. Dawn leaves the baby for Irene to find. Sara tried to split a secret note, seeking for help, hoping her mom would find the note and call the police because she is trapped in the basement. However, the note is not seen by the right person and Dawn, after seeing this desperate attempt of help, beats Sara again. 14 years. The children, Marie and Michael, are growing up. They have social anxiety from being locked in a basement bunker their whole lives. They do not understand how horrible the situation they are in really is. They notice a leak in the ceiling and start digging their way out with a spoon. Sara spends all night digging. She is also pregnant again. The hole leads to the front yard, and she flashes a light signaling a neighbor for help. When the neighbor goes to the front door and tells Don, he goes downstairs and beats his pregnant daughter, causing her to miscarry. 18 years in captivity, Don fills Sara in about her other son living just above them named Thomas. He uses Thomas to turn Marie and Michael against their mother. They demand to be let out, and Sara can't take it. She freaks out and collapses on the floor, crying. She thinks of her boyfriend Christopher and the love he showed her. Sara tells her children the truth about Don. The kids understandably are overwhelmed. Michael tried to beat up Don the next time he comes down. That only makes him angrier. Above ground, Don isn't doing so great either. He constantly fights with his wife, is fired from his job, and his house is in foreclosure. He knows that soon they might have to sell the house and all of his actions will appear to everyone. Don is tired of taking care of Sara and the kids and he starts up a car and funnels its gas emissions straight to the basement on hoping to kill everyone in there. However, Thomas catches Don in the garage and wonders what his grandfather is doing. Don has a change of heart and doesn't kill them. Marie has breathing problems and has an asthma attack so bad that she needs medical attention. Sara begs Don to take them to the hospital, and she even calls him Dad. He rushes them to the ER. It is the same scene we saw at the start of the film. Doctors fight to save Marie. Sara asks to go to the bathroom, and Don refuses to let her go. She spills water on Don's paperwork and makes her way to get help while he gets a new form. While Don is getting a new form, Sara has some space and uses it to break away from her father. She runs towards a police officer and starts crying. The police officer rescues her and sees Don trying to run away. He arrests Don and saves everyone. The police revealed the whole scheme and everyone is saved. Irene is horrified to learn the truth about what happened to her daughter at her husband's hand in her own house. The family all move in together. Sara's love Christopher finally shows up and takes Sara out for a picnic. They talk about their teenage plans for the future, and Christopher apologizes for not trying harder to find Sara. Then they go for a ride together. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this in the future.